Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be telling you about AMDP. It's ABAP Managed Database Procedure. If you are a SAP HANA consultant, you should know about AMDP because AMDP is going to use a lot in your data flow. So I will be telling you the basic concept of AMDP, like how AMDP has started and the concept behind AMDP, and also I will be showing you the basic structure of AMDP. How does AMDP look like and how to read AMDP. So I'm going to show you everything in this tutorial. So as I said, the content, I have what is AMDP and its use, and then creation of AMDP and understanding of each and every elements of AMDP. Please keep in mind that the invention, like why AMDP is needed in SAP HANA, that's actually the vital part, and the remaining will be just learning what you have to learn later. AMDP has started when SAP HANA introduced, because SAP HANA provides the functionality or features of column-based table, because column-based table has a greater functionality of reading the data. So that's what this concept of AMDP started. Because if you look at the name like ABAP Managed Database Procedure, that you are going to write the code into your ABAP layer, but the deployment will be done into your database layer. So there's two things. That's what we are calling as top-down approach, because the calculation will be done in this your base level, meaning in your database level, but you're writing the code in your ABAP layer. So if you are where you have to write the code, you have to write the code in your HANA Studio. If you go into the HANA Studio, you can find the ABAP perspective. There you have to write the class, you have to design the AMDP. And AMDP came into market in SAP 7.4, SAP 05. So from that onwards, we are getting this functionality of AMDP. And as I said that it will be written in ABAP layer, but its calculation will be pointing to SAP HANA Database. And you can use SQL script in AMDP, because it is an advantage to all the SAP HANA consultant that you can write the SQL script, which gives you the functionality of managing or writing all kinds of database scripts or languages, which will be much faster than your standard ABAP code. So as I said earlier that SAP HANA provides the column store table, so which is good if you are writing any kinds of select statement with sum, max, mean, because the compression is good for column table in HANA Studio because it has a in-memory concept. So we are going with the main part, like creation of AMDP. Here I'm going to show you the basic structure of AMDP, like how does AMDP look like and where to put the method and classes and all. So we can see there are two structure. We have this class definition and we have the class implementation. Just like ABAP, you have the similar kind of structure here. So we need to just understand how does it look like. So under the definition, you should put all your data types, all your definition, and under the implementation, you should write or you should call your database procedure that you are going to write. So under this definition, it starts with public section. So under this public section, whatever you write, you are going to use into your implementation. So it is just like above that we see that public section, the same thing is here as well. Then very important and is not available in normal standard above, that's the interfaces. We should give this interface if AMDP marker HDB if you are using, because we are going to use the AMDP in ABAP layer. So in order to connect between HANADB and AMDP, your ABAP layer, you need a marker, you need an interface. So that interface you have to give it here. And after that, you have to write the method name with its input and export parameter, export and import parameter. So the method you're going to use in the implementation, that method name you have to give it here. Then you're going to write the protected section, then private sections, and end class. That class definition will be ended here. So you can use or you can write more data types or variables into your private sections as per your need. So now we're coming to the implementation, and that's very important that you should understand each and every line here. Like method execute by database procedure for HDB, meaning that you're going to write a method here, execute by database procedure. So it will be executed by database procedure for HDB. It's a HANA DB that you're going to use, and its language is SQL script. These are the mandatory thing that you have to write, and this is not mandatory like option read only. You may write or may not write, meaning that by option you are actually allowing this method as read only, and then you have another option called using. If you are using a table or ABAP views, then you must use using and then write the names. Then you should write the SQL script that you have written, or any views that you have created in SQL script that you have to call here. Then you have to end the method and then end the class. So this is the way you have to create your MDP structure. And I have few more information like this, like parameter types, scalar types, or table types, meaning that the parameters you are going to use in the method, like input parameter or export parameter, so those has to be scalar types or table types. In HANA you have the option to create these table types, and scalar types like int, integer, or any character, those you are going to declare here. And returning parameter is not possible. As you know that now, if I talk about standard ABAP, there in the method we have options of input parameter, export parameter, changing parameter, and returning parameter. But in the case of AMDP, we do not have this returning parameter. You may declare import, export, and changing, but returning parameter is not possible. And then very important part is the significance of the database procedure. So as I said that now, since we're writing the code into the SAP HANA DB, so we have the significance, means uses of SQL, because SQL is itself a database query language. So we have the significance or very good uses of this. So we can easily manipulate data, we can easily do multiple joins, we can do select. That's are going to be very handy if you are using in SAP HANA. And then no into clause, meaning that you are not having the option, or you should not use into clause in order to take the data into a variable. You are just going to simply write, suppose you are going to get a total amount, just simply write total equal to, then write the select query whatever you want to write, then the data will be stored into your total. Just you have to give the equal sign, by that you are going to store the data. That's the easy way you can do in MDP in SQL script. So thank you for watching, and that's all I wanted to share. And please look into other tutorials. I've given the links in the below description, and please stay tuned with the other videos that will be coming. Thank you for watching.